Here with Catamount head coach Jim Clifton. Although maybe a disappointing end, your team made a lot of big strides for not only this team but the future of this program as well this week.
Well, I think that's the key. You know, you try to pass culture on from person to person, team to team, and we're losing 2 seniors, so we have the bulk of the team coming back, and that's what we talked about post game when we spoke here just a few minutes with the team, was what this was, what we accomplished, what we did, and I think that made things special. It made other things that happened or didn't happen in the season a little bit more palatable. But if they can take the way they played and know what that's like, have gone through that, have that experience. That's where the word expertise comes from, right. Experience, and they can take that experience and take it to next year and start using it from the start of the season instead of having to wait all the way from the tournament. I mean, this team could have done special. I don't think our record will say how good this team is, and maybe they just got a taste of how good it was themselves.
Well, Coach, talk about those 2 seniors. You mentioned culture. A large part of that culture that you established this weekend starts with Jordan Garrett and with Heather Chastain. Not only the seasons they have had in their senior year, both have been exceptional, and you could argue both should have been on a conference team somewhere, but also the ability of their leadership in leading these young guns on this team as well.
No doubt about it, and I'll try to get through this without choking up. They're special. They are both very special young women, and you always talk about somebody having your back. That's been our motto back and forth over the years, and they've always had my back, and they've always had this team's back, and they've just given everything till they didn't have anything else to give. And Heather had a great game. I mean, she got robbed of a shot that probably would have put us close to tying, if not tying, if it goes through. And Jenkins, their second baseman, made probably what I think is the best play in the tournament to make that. I'm not sure still how that got caught. Heather has really led this team, and she really took them on her shoulders, I think, this tournament, and emotionally, and the way she played. She finished, this is her strongest year statistically, and all the way around. And consistency-wise, defense, offense, leadership-wise has been her strongest year, and that's the way you go out. And hopefully she teaches that, and somebody else can use that experience, learning from her, to take that and pass it on to next year's team and the team after that.
They were really a good heart and soul of this team. We relied on Jordan a lot, and Jordan relied on us a lot, and Heather, we needed her a lot back there to stop some balls. She didn't let nothing behind her, but I'm gonna miss you, and I love you, Heather and Jordan. You gave it a hard run.
You talk about the future, building culture, and we saw a little bit of that in the final inning. Anna Huey, who hasn't seen an appearance all tournament long, she gets a base hit in her first at bat and then goes deep in the 7th, sort of resembling that fight that those 2 seniors have had and have had all season long, but just the will to, we're not done just yet.
I think the tough part for a lot of people to figure out is how tough the college level is, especially at the Division I level. And probably the one thing coaches are talking to players all the time about is, when you get an opportunity, you need to take advantage of it. I would say Anna took advantage of it. That was a very, very sweet taste to that moment, and I was glad to see it happen for her. That was maybe a little bit too late, but that's not a meaningless home run for us. No. It's not a meaningless home run for her. When it's the last game of the season and we're the last team to do some scoring and show that we weren't going to quit no matter what. You saw the team up there on the fence the whole way, a couple with the rally caps on, and it was just it was one of those feelings that this game, the way we did. The way we hit the ball and hit it right at people, we felt like we didn't lose that game, we just ran out of innings. So when the team has that look in their eye, there's some nice stuff to build on.
My approach when I just came up was that I was just going to do it for my team. I was going to get myself on. I wasn't going to stop fighting until there was no more outs left to play. So I was just going to do it for my team and go up there and have some fun with it, stay loose, and mainly just get up there and be confident that I have the ability to get myself on.
You mentioned that that's not a meaningless home run as it carries to next year. How does not only this game, but this whole performance in this tournament build you for next season?
Well, I think that it does a lot of things. You know, you need to. One of our little mottos here is nobody, you know, will let you earn respect. You got to take the respect. And I don't know how much we, you know, took from some people, how many people respect us. I know there's a couple people that might do at this point, a couple teams that do. But you know, learning to respect yourself, learning to protect who you are as a team and as a player. You know, that precious thing that makes us who we are. You know, that maybe they learned a little bit about that, and you know, you've got it. That's what you need to, you know, teach a team. And it's hard when you're teaching them through words and sayings and little mental exercise, team building exercises. This is the real world here. For softball, this is the real world. Being in the tournament, playing against this competition, winning a big game and playing all of them, every game very, very well. You know, that's experience they can take and pass that culture on and continue to build on what this program's trying to establish.
Well, Coach, just a taste of what could be to come for your softball program. A large part of that having to do with the two seniors, Jordan Garrett, Heather Chastain. Coach, again, thanks for your time and congratulations on what has been a successful 2015 tournament.
Well, thank you, and I want to thank all of our fans and supporters. We got emails and texts and phone calls. My phone was blowing up all weekend, and you know, they were watching it on the back at the at school in the team room, and you know, it's special when they buy in and everybody buys in. That's what we need. We need support. You know, it's easy to get support when everything's going well, but when you're up against the wall, when people are supporting you, that's special.
Well, they call it an off season, but not really an off season, as next February will roll around right before we know it. Thanks for joining us here for the 2015 Southern Conference Tournament on CatamountSports.com.